I'm up.
Well, good morning. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube and Periscope. Good morning to everybody. I know it's Sunday morning. You probably all are still in the bed. It's something new that I'm covering. So I hope you guys enjoyed the recap as I drive to work. And we'll talk about the other episodes. And we also have Fargo coming up tonight. This is a good series. Very creepy. Kind of gives me a mindset of the Twilight Zone mixed up with Supernatural. That's the tease it gives me. So on the very first episode, we have Tony, who is a single mother, and she has a daughter. A daughter that she has a, I mean, she's a single mom and she's struggling. She really doesn't want her child. She loves her child, but she doesn't really want that baby. I mean, it's very apparent. I mean, as a young mother, we go through a lot of crap. I know we do, but she's on a different level. I feel like her name is Tony. Okay, she works at a diner. She seems very miserable or just regular. I don't know which one it is. They go back and forth and show her in her life when she was young, kind of happy and free riding a bicycle. Then they go and show her when she's about to try to get an abortion in her own house because her great grandmother is a Bible thumper. And she freaks out because of the pain, doesn't want to get the abortion. Fast forward to she is raising this girl now. Hey, Bright Star, good morning. She is Happy Sunday. She's raising this young girl on her own and working, trying to pay the bills. So at the diner, there's weird. Well, in the beginning, the very first thing you see a person killing a young woman. You're like, whoa, who is that? That will come back in the details later on in the show. So um, at the diner, she meets this weird looking man. I mean, you see him kind of earlier sewing up the side of his face. I'm just like saying to myself, does he not have a real face? It was really confusing watching him in the car by himself. He comes to the diner. He's infatuated by Tony. This is the single mom. I'm like, what is up with this? He don't even know her. So she leaves. She leaves and go home. But he does actually tell her to sit down and for $100 to have a conversation. I thought that was kind of strange, but I was like, look, for $100, we're sitting have a conversation. Nothing's happening. It's very harmless. So when she goes home, he actually goes to the other waitress and says, where does she stay at? I'm like, what do you mean, where does she stay at? He literally went to Tony's house, showed up at her door with $1,000 and was like, can I stay the night? And she was like, okay. I told you she's a struggling mom. Okay. But before we get to that, the father of the child, which I think the father did something to that little girl because it was Charlie's birthday. I believe I got the little girl name right. She has, no. Jack. Her name is Jack. I'm sorry. Anyway, the father came over. She is bathing Jack, which I thought to me was weird because this is the thing. If you're a single mom, and I don't care if that's her dad or not, he really hadn't been around her. So if you have your little girl in the bathtub, why is this grown man in there? I just thought that was very strange. That's just me, okay? Maybe I'm a little old school. I don't know. So she steps out for whatever reason, and all of a sudden she hears the girl scream. Now the girl screams a lot. Okay, she had somebody that was watching the little girl temporarily at one point in time, and the little girl causes problems. The babysitter had to bring the little girl to the diner because she said she bit the mailman. The girl has issues. Now, she says she has issues because she knows she wasn't wanted, aka the abortion. I don't know. The girl screams for no reason. She's like 7 or 8 years old. So I think it's some wrong little girl, but I just, couldn't put my finger on it what it was. But when the dad was there and all of a sudden the little girl screamed and the mama comes in and she said, what happened? He said, oh, nothing. Slapped the little girl, slaps her. Then she wakes up. The little girl is face down in the doggone tub. I was like, oh my God. She almost drowned. Because the baby's dad knocked her out like hard. So she was out, bleeding and everything. So when the guy comes by with the weird face, knocks on the door, raining the night, gave her $1,000 to spend the night. So I was like, I don't know why she slept with the man. She slept with him and everything. And she was curious what he had in the trunk. Now, if somebody tells you I got something in my trunk, or you see they got something secret, why do you have to dig and find out what it is? She grabs his keys, goes outside, and opens the trunk. Now, mind you, they don't show us what's in the trunk. But then he comes out. Well, before she opens it, he comes out behind her and he says, open the trunk. Okay. So she opens the trunk and she's like, you know, they don't show us, like I said, but he goes and tells the story. But before he tells the story, this man starts to peel off his face. He literally peels off a layer of skin and chunks it. And there's different faces there. So they just go, show her sleep. Then the next day, they show her waking up. Some grown woman is standing in her kitchen making coffee. I'm like, who in the devil is this? Apparently, it's a new skin. This is what it is. This woman or whatever followed this killer around who took people's skin off their bodies and used them as another person to live another life. Okay? And that's what she's been doing. But I guess for her, the very first scene, we see the little girl getting choked and killed. Little girl, like about 15 years old or something like that. And that was her last straw for her. That was her last straw. So she killed him. She's been running ever since, running from him. Even though she killed him, she's like, I don't know for sure if he's actually dead or not. But she's running from him, right? Okay. So she tries to explain this to her. Like, you want to live your life and start over. So it gives her some kind of, because the girl is so sad and all that because she's a single mom, which I think is, I mean, I get being a single mom. I get it being hard. I get it. I get it. I get it. I do not get, though. Hold on, yeah, just a second. I do not get, though, just the way her mind works. But there's an ending that I don't really understand. I get it when she leaves with her daughter. She's like, "I'll start a whole new life." She gave me like a little hint where I should change my life and get my kid to run, and that's what she does. She gets her kid and she runs, okay, to start a whole new life. The part that tripped me out, though, is the very end of the show. I'm hoping you guys watch this. I'm going to tell you guys the very, very end. She sees a rich person get out of her car to go into a store or something. Her daughter had screamed and screamed and screamed and fell asleep. She picked up her little girl and put the little girl on the back seat of the rich woman's car. Okay? And then left a wad of money there. I guess a wad of money that creepy girl, whatever they gave her. I'll say they. The skin taker. I don't know. And she got back in the car and she watched as the rich lady drives off with her kid. And the part that tripped me out is when she drove the opposite direction, at first she was crying, which is understandable. You just left your child with somebody else. Then, from the crying, she went to smiling. A lot of these monsters, and we're going to go to eat. Today we're doing episode 1, but we will be going over episode 2 and all the rest of them. But in the Monsterland, there's always some kind of lesson or something. Everything is metaphors and stuff like that, right? So her meeting a person that changed her skin all the time and created a new persona and all this stuff made her want to create a new persona. if you get what I drift. But the thing that I don't understand and don't agree with is the fact that you got rid of your own kid, as if your own kid was making you so miserable that the only thing that you could do is drop her off to somebody else so you could be happy. Because she talks about it all the time about when she was younger and how she had all of this, that, and the third. Mm, mm, mm. The skin part, to me, it was creepy. But to me, the creepiest part of the whole entire episode is when she was driving off, watching, when she knew she just left her kid with some stranger. She don't know who the kid was with. But when she was driving away, and she had the look of tears and it turned to a smile. That to me was creepy because I mean we've all been there we've all been there as mothers. It ain't gonna be a single mom, but we've all been there as mothers struggling with the kid, first time mom, the whole thing. But to get to a point where you are smiling because of what you did, mm, I don't know. That was the very first episode. I thought it was pretty good. You know, I'm already on episode 7. So, and the thing about I like about these shows, each one has something connected to the other episodes. It's pretty genius how they did this. So, if you have not watched Monsterland on Hulu, all the series are up. This is episode 1 review and recap. Okay, I recommend to watch the whole entire series because we're gonna go through each one. And tonight we have Fargo coming up tonight. Okay, it will be on FX. I am. It is on my community wall. Let me see if I got the picture somewhere. Okay, it's on FX tonight. Y'all won't believe this. So I tweeted last night. I shared I retweeted one of their videos. I said, you haven't watched Fargo. I put dot dot dot. Why did FX type in as a comment and say, you better? I was passed out. I was like, what? Come on, FX. Come on, FX. That felt good, though. I ain't gonna lie. But that does come on tonight. So I know Big Brother comes on tonight, too. Even though Big Brother, we know it's gonna happen. Unless they show something different, I will do a quick live after Big Brother goes off. But this we will be discussing tomorrow morning, Fargo. We will be discussing Fargo tomorrow morning, and then I'm off on Tuesday. So we will be covering Monsterland on Tuesday as well. So y'all go and check out. Monsterland is on Hulu. Fargo is on FX and it's starring Chris Rock. I hope you guys go check it out. Bright Star, girl, I almost passed. I'm gonna get the picture of it and share it on my community wall so you guys can see it. But you know, I was geeking on that one. This is FX. They created Fargo. Look, being a review and being on YouTube, I might not be a big one, but I'm gonna get there. Without anybody mentoring me, without anybody shouting me out, without anybody doing anything, I'm going to get there. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, anyways, this is where we are with everything. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. We're gonna be doing other things besides Big Brother. I'm happy you guys are here. We're not done with Big Brother as well, but as you can see, Commission Reviews is gonna be doing a lot more than reviews. So if you're watching this and you have a chance to share this on your Twitter, I would appreciate it. The hashtag is Monsterland, and on Twitter they have their own hashtag already. So I will, Bright Star. I will. Thank you, Bright Star. You are a wonderful moderator. I know I praised you a lot, but I'm gonna keep doing it because you keep doing what you're doing. So, guys, I gotta go into work as usual. We will talk more tonight about Big Brother because that does come on tonight as well. I don't know how to do all this stuff. Big Brother comes on tonight, so we got to cover that. And then, like I said, Fargo comes on tonight, so we'll be covering that on Monday, and then Tuesday we will be covering Monsterland and probably some Big Brother, you know. So, anyways, I love you guys for all that you guys do. Enjoy your Sunday. I'm not gonna be at work. You guys enjoy your Sunday. Be safe, please. If you do have to go anywhere, I'm gonna say this real quick. I want to say if you don't have to go anywhere, don't go. Okay, order online. I don't know what people are still going into stores for one thing. You got to put a mask on and everything else, gloves for what? If you don't have to go anywhere, order online and stay home.